Nature's Way Resources started back in '94 by my father. He was looking to make a landscaping business and couldn't find any high quality horticulture products out there, which gave him the desire to start Nature's Way. We manufacture high quality compost, soil blends, and mulches. What sets us apart from other competitors is the quality of our product. We focus on soil biology and the living organisms within the soil that interact with your plants, not just trying to produce something as quick as possible and flip it. I've worked pretty much every labor position out in the yard, running equipment, picking up trash, whatever it may be. I'm really good with the operations side. I went to college and learned geography and horticulture, and so I kind of learned more about the soil side of things. And decided to come back here in 2019 and give it my shot since my dad is ready to retire.
I've actually been doing accounting for about 25 years. Started in the biotech industry, I've been in manufacturing, I've been in construction, landscape, all across the board. I was in the corporate world, so this was a very different type of operation than I've been in the past.
A long time ago, it was with different equipment, smaller equipment, on a much smaller 5-acre facility compared to the 43-acre facility we have now. So a lot of things changed, and we didn't really know how to appropriately take those costs into consideration.
We were already realizing we were at a point where we either needed to grow or make a decision to stay static, and what that was going to look like.
We had a few major issues, especially when it comes to the operations side. Our P&L statements are kind of messy. We had a little bit of issues there, just getting the appropriate information. We didn't know exactly how to figure out the cost of manufacturing our products.
Without knowing how much it costs to produce a product, how do you determine what to sell it for? How do you determine what your margins are?
We were hemorrhaging money on labor costs, equipment repairs.
We were making decisions without confidence and true knowledge. It was very clear that your organization could provide the tools that we needed in order to make the jump forward into the growth that we want to see happening here. Specifically, bringing some clarity to the true costs of our operation.
Cogent helped us create some workbooks so we can see the flow of money much easier within the company and make better decisions on the back end.
It was exciting to think that we might actually find out how we can make a better profit just by knowing what our real costs were. The most beneficial thing that I have seen has been being able to look at our processes, our manufacturing processes, and identify by task the costs involved. Identifying the hidden costs, the things like the labor burden and such that we hadn't really considered in our processing.
We have a predictive workbook now. We can forecast our finances better. So if we have some major expenses, or if we want to adapt some new policies or buy new equipment, we can understand how that affects us better.
It's not just making a decision on the here and now, it's how does this impact my business going forward.
It was my responsibility and another team member's responsibility to formulate onboarding processes. We were able to go through and find our key points that we would like our new employees to learn, and we're working on formulating training documents that are specific to the job itself, but also a broader knowledge of what the company stands for.
There's been a great response to it. Myself particularly, I'm really excited about having the information that I am now able to funnel to Ian in a way that allows him to make the business decisions that he needs to make.
My confidence is growing because I understand what's happening behind the scenes. It's not just the operation side, what's out in the yard, what I'm comfortable with. They kind of made me face the things I was uncomfortable with, so I had better understanding, which is the financials.
I did find it helpful. I think it's important to have a platform to speak on, and Cogent Analytics provided that platform so that we could all voice our opinions and we could work towards set goals.
I feel extremely empowered by the things that have been put in place because it allows me to take the same information I was giving to Ian in the past and present it to him in a way with the pencil sharpened.
I have a pretty firm grip on how to dial in the cost of our operations, what to take into consideration, how much the overhead costs, how much our benefits actually costing us. It's not just your straight labor fees, how the overhead is allocated towards that.
He can see the impact of his decisions not only now, but forecasting outwards up to 8 weeks. It's an enormous set of tools that he's been given. I feel very supported through this process as a management consultant. If you are considering hiring Cogent, I would ask you 2 questions. Do you want the tools to do better? And do you want the resources to answer all the questions you've ever had?
They'll probably ask you a lot of tough questions that you don't know. It's kind of an uncomfortable process at first, but if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing.
If you want to be able to work and have confidence in what you're doing, that this is a great way to get there.